very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. The Indian cricket team selection and the situation and miscommunication that surrounds it only seems to increase day by day, day by day, day by day. Yesterday at about 10:30 or 10:35 p.m. IST, they announced the test squad for the first two tests that India will play against England. There were some surprises. One, Mohammad Shami was not picked because he's still recovering from that ankle injury that he's got. So that is why Mohammad Shami was not expected to feature in all the test matches that India will play. But there were three wicket keepers included in that. And one of them was Dhruv Jurel. Now remember, Dhruv Jurel has had a very impressive run in the IPL as well last year, and because of that, Dhruv Jurel, through his performances in the domestic circuit, he has managed to ensure that he is one of the wicket keepers in the test squad against England. But there is one name missing in that, and that is Ishan Kishan. What is the situation regarding Ishan Kishan? We don't know about it. The BCCI did not even give a communication as well as to what is going on with Ishan Kishan. Remember, when Ishan Kishan requested a mental break, at that time, maybe the BCCI were really, really angry with him. And that is why he has not been picked for either the Afghanistan series, he's not been picked for the first two tests against England. And now, what is his status going to be in the remainder of the three tests? We don't know. Maybe he does get picked in the three tests that will follow after that. But why aren't the BCCI so clear about Ishan Kishan? I mean, Rahul Dravid in the press conference had stated that no, there is no problem with Ishan Kishan. I mean, he's not had any kind of a disciplinary issue. He's not had any kind of a situation. He's just taking a mental break, because break from mental fatigue. There is two schools of thought here. Number one, Ishan Kishan was in the bench for a very long time, and that is the reason why the constant travel plus speed on the bench ensure that he was mentally fatigued and he wanted a break out of the monotony. But some other sources in the BCCI, whom one particular news organization has spoken to, they stated that look, he has got, if you're on a mental break, he's gone on a vacation, he's gone somewhere else to Dubai, he's not doing anything else. So the BCCI, there are two schools of thoughts here with Ishan Kishan. One, they are not happy with the fact that he's taken a break due to mental fatigue. Second, he should not be picked because his constant demand for a break has always hurt his chances. Now, remember, if he's not picked now, there are some cryptic stories going along as to what Ishan Kishan is doing. But who do we believe, who not to believe? That is the situation at this point. So, Ishan Kishan not being picked really adds to the woes. And Dhruv Jurel jump-starting ahead of him, that is a really big situation. So that is why it is a big problem that we are facing with Ishan Kishan. Who do you believe? Why does the BCCI not communicate with him? That is the situation. And the BCCI, look, everybody will say the BCCI are not obliged to communicate. But remember, Indian cricket communication in the past has not been good at all. I mean, you look at even from the 90s onwards till now, there has been no clear-cut communication. What is Ishan Kishan's future going to be now? Because he's not part of the Afghanistan series. He's not part of the two tests. Directly will he play the IPL? Is he in contention for the ICC ODI, ICC T20 World Cup in June? We don't know about that. But if he's not in contention for the ICC World T20, then there are serious issues that have cropped up at this point in time. Anyways, the situation regarding the Indian cricket team, when you look at the T20I setup, it's directionless. Let us be very clear about it. You're going back to the same formula that has been used for 10 years. And yet you're going back to the same personnel who you're hoping that they will give you the trophy this time around. Well, good luck in that, because tomorrow and on 17th, these are the two matches. That's it. Then you're switching into test match mode. Then you're going to play the IPL. But is the IPL going to help Indian cricket achieve what it wants to achieve? 15 years, it's not helped them. Maybe in the 16th year, it could help them achieve. So that is the situation, a very sad situation regarding Ishan Kishan. The squad selection itself was at 10:30 in the night. Normally, you would want to make it earlier in the day. Why would you want to make it so late in the night? That much of a deliberation, that much of a meeting is going on. It really beggars belief at this point in time. So sad situation when you look at Ishan Kishan's status at this point. Now, let us shift our attention to the Ranji Trophy. Because the Ranji Trophy at this point in time, there are three individuals who have been really under the scanner here. Shreyas Iyer. The Andhra versus Mumbai game saw two individuals having contrasting fortunes. Ajinkya Rahane fell for a golden duck. Shreyas Iyer looked in good touch. I mean, he was batting well on 48, a run ball 48. He looked in good touch. Remember, the two tests that he had in South Africa, that was really rough. He didn't do well at all in that. So, the Ranji Trophy, he's been ordered to come back in that because he has to be there in the test squad as well. Remember, he is in the test squad and he would want some valuable practice before he plays against England. But remember, 48 against Andhra Pradesh, that really is, you may say, a middling kind of a situation for Shreyas Iyer, because Shreyas Iyer will really want to ensure that he gets some big scores. Remember, in India, against spin, he will do well. But against the short ball, against pacers, it continues to be a problem. Now, Ajinkya Rahane fell for a golden duck. Maybe his chances are really done indeed. But over in the UP versus Bengal game, I mean, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar made a comeback after 6 years in first class cricket. And boy, what a spell he bowled. 5 wickets, swing, seam, traditional classic Bhuvaneshwar Kumar that was there. But now he seems to have fallen way back in the pecking order. And that's why his chances, see, he can impress in the Ranji Trophy. But at this point in time, maybe you're not going to get his services at this stage. There was also one more individual, Mohammad Kaif. Not that Mohammad Kaif, who's the cousin brother of Mohammad Shami. He also impressed for Uttar Pradesh with a splendid bowling display of 4 wickets. And that's why fast bowling runs in the family. And Mohammad Kaif and Mohammad Shami and Kaif have ensured that, yes, UP are really in a good position at this time. Bengal are in a very good position. But again, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar at his absolute best is someone to really look forward to. Now, this is the situation when we look at other sports. Now, let us shift our attention to other sports. The AFC Asia Cup today at 5 p.m. IST. It's going to be a huge moment for Indian football. Remember, they are taking on Australia. FIFA rank number 25 versus FIFA rank number 102. And in the last encounter that they had, it was about 13 years ago, where Australia won 4-0. But if you traditionally look at India versus Australia, very surprisingly, India have a positive head-to-head record against Australia when you look at football. Yes, Australia are trailing 1-2 when you look at football encounters between India and Australia. But remember, the last 2 encounters that was there, 2 encounters in 1956, India won that comprehensively. They won one against 4-2, and they also thrashed Australia 7-1 in one encounter. But those were the glory days of Indian football. And the 1950s, close to the mid-1960s, Indian football was really on an upswing. But after that, they stagnated, and now they are well outside the top 100 when you have to look at the FIFA rankings. So that's why AFC Asian Cup today, India versus Australia, it is going to be a big match indeed. Can India put on a big show and ensure that they demolish Australia, or will Australia be too good for them? Because remember, Australia reached the round of 16 in the 2022 FIFA World Cup, where they really gave Argentina a run for their money. This is that Australian team. So that's why getting the better of Australia is not going to be easy for India. But there is hope that the Indian football team can really do it. The likes of Jackson Singh, the likes of Sunil Chhetri, all of them, they will be really hopeful that there is some kind of miracle that happens today in the AFC Asian Cup. But if you have to look at the Malaysia Masters badminton tournament, Tanisha Kasto and Ashwini Ponnappa unfortunately crashed out. But there is great news yet again, because Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty continue to raise the standard when you look at Indian badminton. They are now in the semi-finals, and one hopes that they can make it all the way and start 2024 on a bang. Because remember, if they win in 2024, they have prioritized their events, what they want to do. They will be really hopeful that something big happens to them. They are one of the medal contenders in Paris Olympics 2024. So that's why Paris Olympics 2024, they have prioritized what they want to play. They'll play the Malaysia Masters, they'll play the All England Open, and then after that, they'll focus on Paris. That is the situation that we have got. And remember, until April, they have their chances to ensure that all the quota berths are sealed for Paris. So let's see how that goes. They are one of our prime medal contenders for the Paris Olympics 2024. Talking about Paris Olympics 2024, today you're going to see India and the USA tackle each other in the FIH Hockey Women's World Cup, Women's Olympic qualifiers. Remember, the Olympic qualifiers are happening in Ranchi. India will begin their campaign today. They'll play tomorrow as well, and they'll play on 16th. India versus USA, India versus New Zealand, India versus Italy. You can check out the video that I've done, the preview I've done on the format, how it is. Top three finish in the FIH Hockey Olympic qualifiers secure the berth to Paris. If India don't make it to the top three, then it's all over for them. That's the situation when we are looking at. So three major events today. Apart from all the cricketing action that's there, there's also the Indian cricket team press conference that's going to happen. So that is why it is a big situation at this time. So three events: Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy, Chirag Shetty. You got the AFC Asia Cup. You also got the India women's hockey team. India versus the USA today at Ranchi at 7:30 p.m. You'll get all the latest updates on sports today regarding what has happened and all of that. And Shreyansh Puripati is listening. Said when we sent our team in 2007, they didn't play any matches. They were completely new, but this time every time those are new players, then what's the value of sending new youngsters to World Cup? Shreyansh, what is the value of sending any player then to the World Cup? Look, at this point, you need fearless intent. Is Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma going to do that? Virat Kohli, will he bat at number 3 with that same intent? We hope so, but then still, does that solve the situation? In the long term, when you look at it, just because you are so reliant on two individuals, you are not helping youngsters grow. Cricket is all about getting some young blood in, some new blood faces in, so that they can grow and let Indian cricket also grow. Where is Indian cricket growing? It's not growing. That is the situation. Dravid, Tendulkar and Ganguly all stepped aside for the new blood to develop. Where have they gone aside? BCCI never made it official. That's the situation. So I'm looking forward to T20 World Cup 2026. Ashish Mani Tiwari saying it's in India. Well, according Ashish, it's going to be held in India and Sri Lanka. That is the thing that we are getting at this point in time. And KK, yes, I did see the interview of Praveen Kumar that was done. And yes, there is BCCI, as I said, miscommunication at this point in time, because they are powerful beyond measure at this time. So that's the situation when we look at it. So three major events coming up today. Four, if you have to look at it. There's also the press conference of the Indian cricket team. I'll be bringing you updates on that. That is the situation. And Shreyans, I'm not going to look at the fans. The fans nowadays in Indian cricket, they are meaningless. Most of them. Whoever supports them, they are meaningless at this point in time. So that's the situation. They are going to be really problematic at this time. So four major events. Press conference today. India team will have a press conference at 5 o'clock. Then if you look at it, there is the AFC Asian Cup today, India versus Australia. You got Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy, Chirag Shetty today in the Malaysia Masters. Then you have the India versus USA FIH Hockey Olympic qualifiers. Action-packed Saturday today. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap the bell icon so that we can go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.